we getting played. Everybody else be doing their little ones and twos, and we just be hee hee ha ha, thinking we involved. It's the craziest shit in the world, bro. Thinking we involved each other, killing each other off, and fighting over land and resources and our domination, their dominion, all the way down to what just happened to me just now. It made me feel like a fool. How the fuck I'm in my corner store and I'm trying to get some food? Usually I'm getting shit for my kid, but I've been fasting so much. I'm like, damn, I'm hungry. I'm like, fuck it. I don't feel like ordering. Every time I fucking order and shit, I'm wasting money, and I don't trust them niggas bringing my shit. I'm getting so elite in this shadow work. Them niggas might, So I'm like, damn, thinking. I'm like, I'm gonna go to the trusted spot that niggas been going through since I grew up. And all the old niggas that working this shit, you heard? They don't come from that. They grew up with us, you know what I mean? But they got some other niggas working in there now. And these niggas is a little strange, and I ain't noticed it. But one of the niggas got colorful hair. So I've been thought like, this nigga's a weirdo anyway. Because I don't be seeing, well, you know the Spanish niggas with colorful hair, they weirdos. I don't be seeing too much of it around here. So I'm like, I don't really say much, but after a while, it started getting weird and shit. I'm like, yo, this nigga acting like he don't want to make no food or something for me or something. So I was talking to my cousin. She like, yeah, that's why my husband don't go over there no more. She's like, it got so crazy, niggas can't even get no food made. Like, I'm like, they on some Spanish shit in there? I'm like, wow. We always the last ones to realize. They hire their peoples, but they don't control how they peoples, move and shit like that. They just hire their peoples like, I work in a spot. They trying to get my opportunity. They don't know they people about to bring a whole racist. You coming in, there wasn't no Spanish people around here like that. Y'all was the only Spanish niggas getting money over there. Now, it's fucking a bunch of Spanish people going in the store, and I'm thinking we all cool and lit together. That's the funny shit about it. That is the funniest shit about it. I'm thinking we all lit, we all cool, and that's not the case. The niggas in the front is cool. The niggas who handle the register, that's why they facing the customers, because they know the niggas acting weird. Old nigga who follow behind everybody. That all these niggas is 5'1". I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But we always the last to fucking realize. And they food and shit. Niggas probably spitting my, now I'm thinking in my head like, damn, how many spit sandwiches I probably ate? How many fucking spit sandwiches I probably ate off of these niggas? These niggas. Yeah, niggas still got Christmas trees. I mind your business. That's why I always talk the camera off. But these niggas, man, y'all gotta focus up on what's important, man. What going on in here? It's gonna be a movie soon. Everybody who do wrong eventually gotta do right or get right. You know what I mean? And that's what's happening right now. Niggas gotta give me my just due all around the board, you heard? And as that shit is accumulating, I'm putting the pieces together so that I could come correct. That's on everything. When I come correct, everybody gonna tune into my shit. It's gonna be a different frequency. It's gonna be some other shit because everybody who really doing this shit, They're gonna have to shut me down for real because everybody who really doing this shit, either they don't do it in real life and it's just a show for them to get money because they figured out that's a new method to get money. I feel like that's the most disgusting thing you could do with information. Take it and try to peddle it to people and because now we don't know who because these people have real information, but and when you market something, you automatically fuck it up. So it's not in the state that it was in no more because you're using marketing, which is a tool. Then you're using marketing tools which are tools for marketing. It's like you fucking it up. It's not what it was no more. When you know that's why we got to get back to this pure state. This is what I've been working on, and it been working. I've been learning how to walk in these spaces now. It begin with a motherfucker first realizing something wrong. A lot of people don't even know something's wrong. They've never taken the time to sit down and say, you know what the fuck is going on? Like that thought alone could drive you crazy. It'd make your head spin and you're like wanting to stop immediately. Like when you start really going down, that's why they call them rabbit holes. You'll want to fucking stop. Like, you know what? I'm just do this because this is comfortable and this is what I can do. And I'm just gonna do this. That's how motherfuckers have to figure it out. Cause everybody everywhere I every on a side subject, everywhere I go, I hear this heat things. These yeah, and that's steam. But if we using nuclear every the fuck where, why the fuck is they still got steam coming out of here? Ain't the heater supposed to be silent or some shit like a fucking panel or some shit? Like they using two different sources of motherfucking energy in this bitch. Like one for lighting and one for like heat, shit like that get me confused. Cause I know it's just a tactic anyway to just make it sound crazy while I'm talking and get me off my train of thought, which it was successful in doing. This is what I'll be trying to tell y'all. Y'all gotta stay on point. You gotta stay on point. It might get boring. It's spiky. It's up and down because it's stoicism. You gotta stay right there in the middle, and that don't really fucking matter anyway. And then you start taking off, and then it gets fun. That's when it gets fun. It gets fun when you don't give a fuck. Not in the sense of you don't care about anything, because that would be pointless. But when you start realizing you got to do what resonates with you, and you got to understand if you a piece of shit too on top of that, because if some shit that's bad is resonating with you, then call it what it is. You a piece of shit. A lot of people like fucked up shit, and they do it all the time. A lot of people do. They like fucked up shit. They do it all the time. It makes them feel so good. I can think back to me doing fucked up shit to people and enjoying it and savoring it. I can remember me being mad and not wanting to be happy because being angry made me happy. I can remember mad nut shit. So, and I think I'm a high up person. So if this shit happened to me, then I know the lesser beings just going through it. Going through it. They going through what we call hell. I be floating around this bitch now. I don't fuck about too much of nothing. In this fucking summer, I'm about to start planning now to how, to adjust living wise as far as climate and shit like that goes, because you know I this cold shit is manufactured, and there are things happening in the world. I be trying to figure this shit out every day to stay, stay in the loop. But I don't really care that much. I just don't want to be cold while I'm fighting and doing what I need to do. Well, that cold shit is stupid and out. I'm not from that type of place. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna fight where it's hot. I'd rather sweat and burn and shit like that than fucking freeze. People don't think about that shit. Freezing is horrible. Freezing? Hell no. That's why we used to play with Scorpion on Mortal Kombat. Some people play with Sub-Zero, but Scorpion whoop his ass. I'm fighting with fire. So I'm already planning in real life and taking steps, creating a backdrop I'm into production now. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nobody dictating my next moves. I don't have to wait till my income tax come and my boss say this and this. I'm not waiting on no fucking body. My life ain't built like that. Even my baby mother, she be doing little shit like with my son's birthday. She try to put it on the calendar like it's on the 25th at 3 o'clock. Like they have to live by these fucking rules almost. Like bitch, we'll go when we go. All we gotta do is pick the day. Like all that time and shit, like it's an appointment. That's the worms in you. That's that fucking heavy metal sending off fucking signals and fucking you up. And then she think I'm angry. No, I'm angry at it, not at you. And I have a right to be angry at it because I can fucking see it happen, and I think it's pretty stupid. And I wish somebody would have been doing that to me when I was talking stupid my whole fucking life and thinking that shit was cool. That's not cool. Like being blood and a bunch of other dumbass shit I was doing. Nigga, none of that shit mean nothing. Nigga, nobody gives a fuck. You gotta remember that. Only you keep convincing yourself that somebody gives a fuck about anything you got going on. Even if they do, it's just so you can give a fuck about what they got going on. It's a trade-off. Nobody really gives a fuck. And you're not okay with that. And that's where your turmoil is at. If you can get okay with the fact that nobody gives a fuck, you here by your motherfucking self, doing all this shit by yourself, creating all this shit by yourself, and everything is your outcome, and you gonna leave this motherfucker by yourself, and all that shit, when you get that, it's a little piece that come with it. When you can figure out now how to operate in a system not designed to to sponsor happiness, right? Because I think we'd all can agree that the world is a little crazy. So if we could agree that the world is a little crazy, then something's making the world crazy. This what I'm trying to drive home a fucking point, right? The point is, once you recognize there is a problem, if you don't look any deeper into it, you become the problem. And most people get up and go to work and act like ain't shit wrong. Or they do know something's wrong, but they're not willing to actually do anything about it. So they continue working for the thing that makes everything wrong. And I don't mean this by saying actually work. Like, I don't mean everybody quit your job and just stay the fuck home and say fuck that shit. I wish the world would, because we would figure it out. People would come out the next day like, hey, what we gonna do about food? Men would get together, women would get together. Things would happen. Mankind ain't gonna fucking starve to death or implode on itself. It came from nothing. What the fuck do you think is gonna happen? The same thing that happens in prison. Smaller breakdowns of hierarchies of societies and everything, big structures and everything build up through people, because that's all this shit is based on anyway. Fucking people. Y'all act like this shit is held together by God's overwhelming hand. Grow the fuck up. I believe in a creator too, but you got to be a fool to be running around here with imaginary friends and dying like that. You have to be a fool to think, and if you're a creator yourself, you have to be a fool to think that somebody created something more powerful than themselves and let it get out of control, but they still have the power to make things right, but they're just not. Because come on, man, we going down too far, and we just have to understand, because we worship a jealous God. All that sound like some crazy shit. And I know a lot of people gonna stop fucking with me because they like, oh, he bashing God. I need you to stop fucking with me. I need you to get the fuck away from me before something happens to you. I need you to get the fuck away from me. I don't want no idiots around me. Period. Anybody tell you you get slapped and turn the other cheek? That sound like a captor and a captee. That sound like somebody with Stockholm syndrome who would believe such a thing, that the person who created you would make you suffer in order for you to earn. Why they mind even built like that? Why would a divine being's mind be built like that? When you can Google that in other star systems, there ain't even a way for negative energy to exist. They built it out of crystalline and different things. So why would a God, a divine being, make you suffer for no fucking reason upon arrival in order to get some? It's like, nigga, was I there before and y'all got put here for punishment or something? And I gotta work my way back. What the fuck? It don't make sense. So when things don't make sense and you just buy into them because they're comfortable, we back into what I was talking about in the first place. Motherfuckers just wanna get on down the road. Get on down the road. Could point out 20 things that just don't make no fucking sense and that you weren't the witness of, and you wouldn't believe it in real life if somebody told you that in real terms about something else. Somebody could tell you, yeah, I had $1 million yesterday. I lost it all. You won't believe them because there's no proof, but you want to believe all these other little things and that you have no proof of, especially you, because you didn't go fucking study shit. You just got told a story that you've been running with your whole fucking life. See, I don't have a problem with you trying to prove me wrong because you can't. Only thing you're going to do is prove me right by running into the same problems I had and believing bullshit and finding out what's really going on. If you can stomach it. Because most people start walking down that road anyway and turn the fuck around. It's deep, it's dark, and it's long. And nobody wants to go through that. But me, the good thing about me, the fact that I love conflict, in the middle of them eating my loosh and enjoying themselves and having healthy servings, and I know my shit tastes good, right? I began to want to battle the thing that made me angry. So I used to say things like, man, when I get in a certain spirit, or if they take me off of this universe, when I get in my spirit body or whatever, I'm going to hunt the devil down and kill his ass. This is what I used to say because, of the Christian mindset and all that. I'm going to hunt the devil down, but choke it. I can almost feel my arms around his fucking neck. Do you understand? Do you understand? It's hard to let go of that too because I'm in the phases of letting go of that anger. So I don't even know if I want to relive it by telling y'all, but I'm going to try, right? I can almost feel my arms around these entities' necks, crushing them and destroying them. Do you understand? And you gotta do it in private because people will think you crazy when you do it in public. When my grandmother used to run through the house screaming and shouting at shit I couldn't see, I didn't understand she was fighting them, but in her own way. They had already begun washing out the old systems and giving y'all this bullshit that you go by now. Making you serve this guy where you can do all the fuck shit you do, suck all the dick and be all the deadbeats and do all the foul shit you do every single day and then go right to church on Sunday like nothing happened. That God. That one that you worship and pray to. That one. So that's why I'm bring you back full circle to me going to this store and realizing, goddamn, the whole fucking back of the store is racist. The whole back of the store is racist. Just that quick. And I'm in here spending money, and now I got to make a decision on where I'm going to get things that I normally get from because I can't go here anymore because I won't support them. But at least I made a decision to do something about it. Most people won't. They'll go in there and argue. That's them people shit. My spirit going to take that shit away from them. See, this where you get in trouble at when you start fucking with people's spirits, right? That people who can control the other realms. When you go to sleep, nigga, I'm there. And then that's when I'm going to get to work. Because that's when you handicap. You understand what I'm saying? And mind you, these are common people coming to work with their problems. They broke, they miserable, they sleep, they all took vaccinations. They don't, weak people. Period. Weak people. So I got to remember that when I get angry because they'll be taking my strength and getting stronger while I'm getting weaker if I don't remember that these are weak people. That's why they have the problems they have now. Because no strong person has conflict with me. I don't have conflict with no strong person. Anytime I'm in a room with strong people, I'm almost willing to subdue my energy to let others shine like a star. You know how a star twinkles? It's like a bunch of lights. It's not like one. It's like a bunch of lights, and they all give each other a second just to shine. Twinkle, 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 little, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like that because that's how vast the universe is. These motherfuckers really ain't happy unless they got more than you. You got to check that. That's the first thing you got to check in people. You got to check to see. That's a big thing. That's a big way to discern. You got to check and see. Hold up. And you know what? Let me make this clear. There are things I still dislike, right? But I don't hate. I try not to hate it because how can you hate something you understand? Love is literally extension of understanding. Like, you literally can't hate what you don't know. You don't know it. You don't know like a motherfucker be like, "Oh, did you ever? How you like Cheerios?" And you never ate it. I hate them. It would be a lie. It's false. It's not true. You can't. It's impossible for you to conjure energy of hate for something you don't know. So hate can only happen after knowledge. Number one. These are important things that you gotta when you thinking, you gotta think about how you think and what you thinking, and it get foggy. It gets so weird in there because number one, they probably took millions of words out and sounds and frequencies that we actually use to convey this information and gave us this monotone shit called fucking English, which sound weird to me when I even be speaking it. I be thinking I'm gonna lose my language sometimes because I be listening to it while I'm talking, like right now, and it's like I'm third person observing some foreign language shit, like, but I know it's connecting to other people. Y'all don't understand, man. Y'all don't understand these systems and this shit that I'm trying to tell you about. Like, this shit is like, he's a master engineer. This nigga that y'all all running around here worshiping and praising, thinking is God. This nigga's nice, but he ain't the creator. He's not the one who created this. He's not. You know what I'm saying? God's children is not creations. Well, or everybody's creation's children, but these are the people that went against nature. These are the people that went against nature, which is God's creation. These are the people that went against nature. I asked AI some weird shit, right? And that's a whole nother deep dive we can go on in another time. But let me tell you something. AI can't fuck with me. I broke AI down to its littlest brittle ass bone. You understand? AI can't fuck with me. Cause the angles that you come in with is how you do shit. When you got angles, they can't keep you out. They can't keep you in. It's a little easier to try to keep you in though, but they definitely can't keep you out when you got angles. It's impossible. The only way to keep you out is to close themselves off to everything outside as well and to die inside. They need us. They, they can't keep us out. And even when they try to, certain people like me, they ain't trying to keep most people out. They let everybody in so they can eat your ass up. Me, they trying to keep me out. Strange shit happen to me. Stranger things happen to me all the time. I got tired of complaining. I used to hear myself complaining to people like, yo, god damn, how much shit gonna happen to you? Motherfucker probably be like, all right, just die already, nigga. So we can tell a story about you or something. Fuck, I'm all out of here, nigga. Like, that's how I used to feel. Like, at this point, you know what I'm saying? Let me shut up because, it was driving me crazy. I'm really happy. Not gonna lie. I'm really happy. Not that I'm super elite or where I'm gonna be or nowhere near the end, but I'm really happy at a breakthrough and I understand what breakthroughs are because I've had them before. I'm really happy, and I'm going to help a lot of people. I'm not. I'm going to help a lot of people. I'm really happy, and like I said, soon we're gonna really do real production. We're gonna be live at different places. We're gonna be engaging with different people. We're gonna be at different events. We're gonna be doing giveaways. I got a bunch of different shit going on right now. And I'm being so patient and so humble. And I'm so grateful. And I don't want nothing. I just want to spread this shit the fuck out so we can all twinkle, twinkle, and shine and enjoy this vast universe and just keep it going, man. Everything is okay. Remember that. Everything is okay. It gotta be. It's always gonna be. It's okay. The mind is powerful. And when you can use it for things that are progressive, man, man. I'm gonna say one more thing, give you a little bit of understanding. We live in a water galaxy, right? It's important you do things that resonate. This galaxy is water based, the Milky Way. It's a water based galaxy. Buoyancy, staying above, doing things that resonate. Okay? Um, it's like when you throw a rock into a pond, you're gonna see the waves. We live in that environment. So fine tune your thinking and release the guilt that got you running around thinking you're not worthy to be the most elite and that you're not who you feel like you are deep, deep inside. Because that's exactly who you are. And that's greatness manifested literally. And the moment you can start to let it out a little bit and understand that like the chains that actually hold you, they're all in your head. And and this is what the enemy counts on. He counts on you subduing yourself because if you, this is what sleeping giant shit is about, man. I'm trying to explain something to y'all. What would you do to a giant that could kill you? You would put it to sleep. Now, some people think the analogy is actual fact, like there's giants under the trees and underground, petrified, and maybe so, but we ain't gonna go down that route right now. But what would you do to a giant that could just demolish you and everything you had going on if you couldn't physically beat it? You would have to hypnotize it, trick it, deceive, put it to sleep, make it think that you're the most powerful when in fact it is. So when you learn to look inside yourself and realize like ain't nothing wrong with you and you want to start exuding that, shit gonna be easy. Easy peasy.